What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again for another video. Today we're here with Chainsaw Man episode 12. This is the last episode of the season and it has been a fantastic season so far. This was in a lot of ways this was like a sleeper hit for me because like I expected, I had interest in it. As I said in like episode 1, I've had interest in the show. I even went as far as to hold off reading the manga. I say that as if I was going to fucking read the manga in the first place. I wasn't. But I saw it. I saw it years and years ago, and I was like, "Oh, that's probably going to be an anime soon. Let me hold off." And when it came to actually being animated, I expected it to be interesting, but I did not expect it to be as entertaining as it has been for this stretch of 11 episodes, now making it 12. This was one of the most entertaining rides I've ever had as a for an anime, and even like outside of just like animation and stuff like that, it's just been really fun characters to watch just on the screen. I was about to say develop, and yeah, they get some development, but it's just fun to watch them on the screen. So this has been like a joy to indulge myself into, and I'm kind of sad that it's over for now. I'm sure this is gonna get a season 2, but just the idea of having to wait however long for a season 2, after the long wait for just the season 1, yeah, it's gonna be tough. But your boy don't watch or read manga, so I ain't do I ain't, it's not, nope. Can't do it. I just can't. For some fucking reason I can't read manga, so I'm gonna have to wait. So we're gonna hop into this. Last we left off, we were introduced to our main team now, Division 4 I believe it was called, with a bunch of weirdos and fiends, devils, demons, whatever the fuck is in their battalion right now. And also Aki got tangled up into a fight with the snake lady, who has now summoned the ghost devil, which has to be very terrifying for Aki. But with this siege on their little complex that they're hiding out in, there is bound to be a fight with the main 3 that we've seen so far, which is the snake lady, the sword devil, or yeah, I think he's the sword devil. Who else? Is there somebody else I'm thinking? No, I'm thinking of the snake itself. The gun devil's like, we haven't sniffed him yet. So it's just the snake lady and the sword devil left, so we're most likely going to run to the sword devil here, and probably get a fight there. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Chainsaw Man or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Links are gonna be in the description below. You can also comment below, that's cool too. If you want these episodes, if you want the full-length reaction to these episodes, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Link's gonna be in the description below for that as well. We also have Discord if you want to join that and talk more Chainsaw Man or anything else that we were watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones, make sure they're on, them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. Yeah, that dog, my dog is in dire straits. Oh, damn it. It sucks that we lost her so far. You're underage? She grew up and you raised an addiction. I'll give it back. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, don't do this to me, bro. Really? Really? Please don't tell me it's a cigarette, bro. No. God damn it. God damn. Easy revenge. Doesn't have eyes. It uses fear to see. Oh, okay. That's crazy. So if you're not afraid of it. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, pull up. But you ain't got hands. Watch you actually have hands and beat his ass. You had to start the episode off on some sad shit, huh? Just had to. It was just necessary. Also, it sucks. This is gonna be like the last time I hear this OP. And how are they gonna have a better fucking OP for the next season? I'm saying next season as if like it's set in stone that it's gonna have another season. It's gonna have another season. I'm pretty sure this will have another season. That would suck if it didn't. But yeah, how they gonna top this OP? God damn. Am I tripping, or did the smoke in like him getting like crashing and stuff, did that spell something out? You done fucked up, right? Oh fuck. Oh, Kobe. Bonuses are coming up soon, so that's fair. Dog, why do you have the arm still? Huh? They haven't noticed. He's gonna make all the noise. Yep. Just left him in there. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am beautiful. Bro, he left you. Oh my god. Sword Devil? Sword Devil. Alright. Sideburns man. Okay. And how does he atone for that? No? How the fuck? They used to be people. Oh, Katana Devil. Wait, replace. Oh, damn. No, I don't think I will. Nah, yep. Yeah, fucking right. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it's about to kick up. It's about to kick up. Okay, okay, this is hands. Oh my god. This is, well, blades, but this is still hands. Ooh, god, I actually really like the combat in Chainsaw Man because it feels so like weighted. Ooh, that's exactly what I mean. Oh fuck. Oh. Eh. Yeah, I was about to say, just to live. I ain't dead yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this is fucking sick. Oh, this is fucking sick. He got way better. Like, Denji used to just like sluggishly swing at people, but he's nasty now. Where'd he go? Oh shit. I was just about to ask, like, do the people on the train not hear the commotion? No, that's a girl. Save her. She's got tits. Oh. Oh. Hey, hold on. As long as he's got appendages, I'm sure he's got chainsaws. Oh God. Stop fucking around, bro. Like I ain't got a hella chainsaws. Oh, headbutt your dumb ass. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, fuck. Holy fuck. But he went right after the nuts. What? Oh shit, he went after every. Oh. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oh, hey, you're awake. Bro, shut up. Stop playing around, bro. Oh, damn. Still feel like beating your ass. Oh, yeah, I still feel like beating your ass. One less hot lady in the world. Kick him in the dick for a little bit. I bet you that'll make you feel a lot better. What is it? Best contest episode. Yeah, they are gonna kick him in the nuts. It's nuts or nothing. Come on. Alright, but our job isn't to not kick him in the nuts, so easy revenge. Yeah. It's family jewels, of course. I like his character design. I think it's a he, at least. Kind of sounds like a he. Oh my god, if it's a girl, I'm so sorry. Oh! We're playing a requiem for you. Fuck Winter. Oh, so we going straight for it? Oh, is this Eve? I know Eve. I know Eve. Let me turn that up in my earphones real quick. This is definitely Eve. This is a banger already. This is a banger already. Oh my god, this is going. Get on my fucking playlist. Look at my dogs. God, I love these characters, bro. This is a fucking banger. Holy shit. Does this man just never miss? Does he just pull up from half court and never miss? Is Eve secretly Steph Curry? Nice. My God, so much fucking detail in his fingernails. Smoke it down till it's just revenge. He had to smoke on that. That's what he should be doing, smoking on that pack. Oh, this is the beginning scene. What the fuck? What? Wait. What are we doing here? Yeah, this is the beginning. This is the beginning scene. This is what this anime started off on.
いつも見る夢だ。いつも見て。いつも忘れる夢。
デンジ、絶対に開けちゃダメだ。デンジ君はさ、田舎のネズミと都会のネズミ。
Ooh, this voice actor. What? 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 What the fuck? Get! The fuck was that? New girl? New girl for Denji to be traumatized by, huh? Is that what that is? Is that what that is? Oh fuck. Okay. Okay. That's crazy. That's crazy. That was a great fight. That was a fantastic fight. Great end to this season. Very almost felt very abrupt in a lot of ways. It just felt like it just ended. Like this episode, like in particular, felt like it was the shortest episode in the season, and it might be because the OP was a little or the ED was a little premature, but definitely felt like one of the shortest episodes of the season, but a good one all the same. So what do we have here? So first of all, we have the very quick succession, or the very quick success of Division 4, pretty much hunting down the terrorists, apprehending them and taking them into custody the best that they can. Of course, I mean, you know, what's her name, Sawatari or something like that, she killed herself. Which, okay, that's it's got to be some seriously important shit that the Gun Devil is doing if the one of the stipulations is that, hey, you kill yourself if you get caught. And we see that happen. Well, I want to say we see that, but it's not all that uncommon. Usually on missions like this, especially on like terroristic missions like this, the terrorist faction will have a stipulation in which if you get caught, you have to kill yourself. And that's usually when we're dealing with like very classified for that side, or that side's very classified, you know, either plans, schematics, whatever. So yeah, of course she would kill herself if she got caught, which, you know, she did. What I did really like about the beginning of this episode is that, first off, we start off very quickly, very abruptly into the end of the fight of the last one, and once again very quickly dispatch the Ghost Devil, which, you know, makes a lot of sense because since Aki and Himeno were so close, of course Himeno would tell her, or tell Aki the pretty much the secret to the Ghost Devil, which is that if you can't, if you're not afraid of it, it can't see you. Which is crazy because, like, as soon as it started off, as soon as the episode started off with like the Ghost Devil's face, the first thing that came to mind was, how the fuck does it see? And I got my answer there, so that's cool. But in all reality, this if I were to speak on the anime itself, and since this is the last episode, as I said before, this anime has been extremely entertaining. You know, more entertaining than I expected it to be. Seeing it end what feels like so quickly is almost like comes as a shock to me. But to get back on track with the discussion, really like that we got some quick Himeno focus, just to give her like a bit of a send off, and I think that's really what a lot of this episode was to kind of give Himeno that cathartic send off of like, hey, these people killed you, we got you, bro, and like we definitely got you, right? So having that scene of Aki remembering Himeno like giving him a cigarette, and Himeno not, or Aki being like, oh no, I can't smoke, underage and all that other stuff, and having that thing of Himeno never actually getting the chance to give Aki that cigarette once the time came, and him eventually getting it back by the ghost devil, kind of reinstilling his confidence on the mission, but also the end goal. Like, as he said, like, I'll be without Himeno soon, but right now I got a mission, and which is a very dark, really dark thing to think about, because Aki only has 2 years left to live, according to the cursed devil, unless somebody can did somebody explain that to me? I think somebody corrected me on that or something, but as far as I know, Aki has like 2 more years to live, specifically, or with that information coming from the cursed devil. So of course he would be like, yeah, you know what, I'll be there soon, it's fine, but for now I have a mission, right? So really liked that little send off that we got for Himeno. Also got Kobuni being Kobuni, very mousy, but also was able to sneak up on Sawatari pretty easily, which is crazy because in a lot of aspects I expected Sawatari to be a lot bigger of a threat than she was actually. It almost seems like Sawatari went down really quickly. Of course it is because she got apprehended, but like I didn't expect Sawatari to get apprehended so soundly, right? So that actually came as a surprise to me. I don't know if that was the show trying to subvert expectations or anything, but it did come as a surprise that we took the snake lady down so quickly and so easily. It was just a thing of hey, I'm just gonna step over the ghost devil, kill her, and put you in handcuffs, which is okay, cool. Okay, cool. But on to the next one of the piece de resistance of the fights in this episode was Denji versus who I now know is the Katana devil. I've been calling him Sword Devil. But Denji versus Sword Devil, really cool fight. You can easily see how much better Denji is as a fighter now, in a very short amount of time. Before, like I said, before it was very lumbering swings that you would get with Denji, and I like that because in these fights you get a bit of weight to your swings and your punches, and not to say that every punch in every swing, every cut or whatever is super significant, but when Denji or the Katana devil, mostly Denji because he has chainsaws for hands, but whenever Denji did fight, it was a very slow and lethargic kind of like swing because he has heavy ass chainsaws on his hands, so yeah, no shit. But in this fight you could easily see honestly that how much better he got at fighting. He was way more nimble. He was way more elusive. He was way more agile. And that wasn't and it didn't just seem like a whole anime thing of like, oh, this is the big fight, so now your main character has to have like a bunch of like not new moves, but like your main character all of a sudden knows karate. It wasn't something like that. It was more of just you could easily tell from the first time we see Denji fight to the next time to this last time in the season that you see Denji fight, he is way better. You could see him performing more dodges and stuff like that, and doing more tit for tat kind of attacks and stuff like so. The training with what's his name? Is his name Kishibe? I think that's his name. The training with Kishibe obviously did wonders for him, but also just did good for making the fight entertaining. Like I said, fights are always cool in this show. They did the set pieces really well, having them from building to building to subway, or not subway, to like train, stuff like that. Remind me of like the whole movie set pieces that you have in like Marvel movies where they're fighting on buildings, all of a sudden they get punched through the building to like some other scenery and stuff like that. And this episode did a really good job of like kind of capturing that movie feel to the fight. And that's more just like hats off to Mappa, because they have been doing a fantastic job with this anime. And may I just say real quick, Matt, on the conversation on the topic of Mappa, they, for the amount of anime that they have been doing consecutively, the fact that they were able to make this look as good as it does is incredible. I have to congratulate them on a job well done, like animation wise, because dear God, when they put their whole foot into a series, which is pretty much as far as I know so far, which is pretty much every series that they are affiliated with, they put their whole fucking foot in it. So in this, in this episode, of course they had to go out with a bang with this fight and stuff, but they even still kept the animation fidelity crisp as fuck throughout the episode and the fight. I had, at least not with my eyes, I couldn't see any like discrepancies in it or anything like that. I'm sure that you could nitpick, but nah, this was great. And they kept it up for 12 episodes. I know that's like not a great amount of time or episodes, but like, at least for me, when I see stuff like, when I see anime like this and drawn so well, I have to think like, oh shit, somebody had to fucking draw all that, somebody had to animate all that. And for Mappa's studio to draw all that, animate that, and make it look good throughout 12 episodes, I mean literally did not drop the ball for one episode. That is insane. That is something to be congratulated and appreciated for, because goddamn, no, like, the amount of fidelity is insane. But back on topic of the episode, really enjoy it. Outside of the fights, just the interactions in this episode, having Denji and Power, still getting those interactions with Power, or Denji be like, hey, that's a lot of zombies, let's just be quiet, I don't think they can see us. And Power, of course, having that bloodlust, being like, you know what, everybody fight me now. That was really great. Really like the amount of characterization that we got even in the last episode for our main crew. And then having Denji, it's just say fuck it and go off without power. I really like when shows continue their characterization throughout the episodes and the show itself. What I mean by that is like when you watch a show and you know that one character is, that really kooky, crazy, zany character, they stay like that throughout most of them. There's not really many moments where it's like, oh, that was very out of character. No, they stay true to the person that they are. And for characters like this who are very not mentally well, in one way or another, to continue that type of characterization throughout the episode and make it work for every scene, moment, episode, whatever, is also something to commend. So having power continuously be power, and having Denji continuously be Denji, having Aki continuously be Aki is just really impressive. At least for me, it is. Like, for me, that seems really impressive, like character writing wise. But on top of that, to have them also like slowly but surely like have this subtle but realistic friendship. I say that with heavy quotation marks, because of what we'll get into later in the discussion. But friendship, where they slowly but surely kind of like accept each other's existence, I guess is the best way to put it. Really, it comes off as very natural to me. There wasn't a moment where like they automatically became friends and like, oh shit, that's my dog Power. It just slowly but surely, methodically, came to be that they accepted each other, right? And all that culminating to this episode, or this ending, where you see everybody hanging out, doing random shit. And of course, Aki, being the person that he is, he doesn't have to hang out with him. He doesn't, you expect him not to want to, but you see him in each frame where he's hanging out at the park or wherever they're at, and that's it. So you could see that naturally they came to accept each other and somewhat maybe even like each other, right? But back on the episode, after the fight, which was executed really well and ended really well, because because it came to a point where the Katana Devil, I'm trying so hard not to call him Sword Devil, the Katana Devil, was very sure of himself that he killed Denji, and Denji, taking some of the lessons that he learned from Kishibe, in order to like get the jump on the Katana Devil and eventually defeating him. All really, really great. But the more important part is the end, where Denji and Aki get their revenge on the Sword Devil, where they get to take turns kicking him in the dick and seeing, assumably until officials come and take him away. So who knows how long he was out there getting kicked in the dick. So that's horrible. But what that did for me, why that did my heart good, outside of seeing the Katana Devil get kicked in the balls a bunch of times, what that did for me is show how I want to be very careful about saying like, oh yeah, they're friends or they're bonding or something like that. But what it shows for me is how how much they are starting to accept each other, how, or at least how much Aki is starting to accept Denji, where he was very uptight, and even in the beginning of the season, Makima said like, "Oh, you seem to be a little looser now. You seem to like to not be as uptight as you were before." And obviously he, you know, completely disagree with that, but yeah, he is. He's been hanging out with Denji. His, you know, now that his very organized and uniformed life has been invaded by this chaotic duo, of course he's going to become a little bit more accepting of silly things, you know, as having a contest on who gets to kick this guy the hardest in the dick, right? Very funny, but also shows the amount of bond. I just said I want to try to stay somewhat clear of it, but that's a fair assessment. It shows the amount of bonding that they're doing, right? Really like that stuff. And I, like I said before, what does it for me is how subtle it is. There is no like moment where they're like, "Oh, and we're friends now." No, it was just like very moments interspersed within the season where you could see how much they, you know, enjoy, or not enjoy, how much they accept being around each other, right? Because like I said, you can't it's a little bit deeper than that, right? Or maybe it's not, and I'm just being stupid. But to go back a bit and talk about the whole bonding thing, I want to go back and talk a little bit about the Katana Devil, and what he was talking to Denji about, because this is going to kind of go into what I wanted to talk about for the closing of the discussion. So at first, the Katana, when Denji sees the Katana Devil and approaches him, he's obviously wanting revenge for his grandpa and the friends that he killed in I guess in episode 1. And Denji, as the Katana Devil, thinks like he wants Denji to atone for those deaths and stuff like that. He's like, "Yo, you know, you killed my grandpa, you killed their friends, like you should feel bad." And Denji's like, "No, I don't." Like, why would I care, right? And in this moment, you can see how disturbed the Katana Devil, I don't know his name, if they even said his name before, but you could see how disturbed the Katana Devil was in the situation, because he gets very mad, and it's not just because it's his grandpa, right? Like, that's mostly the reason why. And you know, it's not just because that it was their friends, you know, but that's mostly the reason why. One of the reasons though is that it's a very inhuman thing to feel, right? If you kill somebody, you, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you should feel bad, whether it's on accident, whether it's on purpose, you know, whatever. You should somewhat feel bad for killing these people, or at least you should feel bad for the people they left behind, right? Whereas Denji does not feel a damn thing. He's like, you know, Katana Devil's like, "Yo, do you feel bad for killing these people?" He's like, "Nah, I don't. Why would I?" You know? And it further brings up the theme of Denji not being so human, right? The dehumanization of Denji does not just span to whatever girl he has a crush on. It spans to himself, and I guess just most people around him, but it more or less, it spans to himself and his situation, right? Where he seems to, or at least as far as other people say, he seems to be losing touch with what makes him human, right? Those feelings and stuff of like, you should feel disturbed about the things that you are doing and stuff like that. And that stuff should, like, the fact that you are disturbed about that stuff, that should make you human. But since Denji cannot feel that, since Denji does not feel that, whether it be, regret for killing somebody or sadness for somebody dying. He doesn't feel any of that, so it makes him less human. So not only does he have people who don't exactly care for him as a human, he has himself and his situation and other people questioning his humanity because of his situation, which makes him less human in a lot of ways. I like this storyline for the show because it's not really in your face, right? And I keep saying subtle, but that's the word for the show, right? It's crazy and it's wild and weird shit happens in the show, and it's like it hits the ground running and it doesn't stop. But in the background, you can see this subplot of Denji slowly but surely losing sight of what he thinks makes him human, right? And I say what he thinks because never do we get a definite answer on whether Denji is human anymore or not, right? And never does the show really dive too deep into what is humanity and what should Denji feel as a human, stuff like that. It's very cut and dry, it's very black and white, like, no, somebody died, you should feel bad, right? So does that make me less human than the other guy, blah blah. That none of that is like we go too deep into it, but the storyline is there. And I don't think we need to go too deep into it, but it's interesting that we do have this storyline of people, situations, Denji himself making himself feel less and less human, because what it does for or at least this is what I see for it, what it does is not make him less human, but opens up him to be more accepting of things outside of humanity. And what I mean by that is, think of Pochita, who pretty much gave up his life to see Denji's life, right? And in that situation where he got this deal with the devil that was probably the best deal with the devil that you could ever have, what he did was merge two worlds together, which probably was already merged from the beginning, but merge two worlds together in a way that not a lot of people have seen just yet. And for Denji to be at the epicenter of that merge, he now has new feelings that he has to navigate. Top that with the background that Denji has had, where he hasn't had the most normal background. In fact, he's had a worse life than the average human being, a way worse life than the average human being. He doesn't really get time to express these types of emotions, but now that he's put into this situation, he has to navigate a new life on top of a new situation, I guess you could say. And I think that's what makes the sub what's the word for that, sub story of this show so interesting, especially when they get into the whole Denji being human or Denji not being human thing, where other people aren't exactly seeing him as such, which is where we get into the last post-credit scene that we have in the episode, where we get what sounds like a new character. It sounded like a girl, but who knows, after the angel guy. Girl, is the angel a girl? Answer that. I don't care if it's a spoiler. I don't care at that, that specifically. That I don't think it's a spoiler, but specifically that, is the angel a boy or a girl? I think it's a boy. My guess is boy, but it could be a girl. I don't know. But back to the point. This new character that came in at the end there, and I don't remember what they asked. I should probably actually read that. What do they say? Your God. What do they say? What do they say? Great. It's nothing but scenery shots. The one time I don't need scenery shots. It's just nothing but scenery shots. Great. Whatever. They said something about being a mouse, a country mouse, or something else. Oh, here it is. Tell me, Denji, between the country mouse and the city mouse, which would you rather be? Okay. Okay. So, just from that alone, we could take it at face value and take the meaning as, oh, you know, living the life of hustle and bustle and crazy shit happening, or living the quiet life where you can just chill and be a normal person, which would you want, right? And this show does a kind of in a very, once again, here goes that word, subtle way, hones in on how much Denji says that he enjoys this life, right? And I believe him, right? Because his life before this wasn't the greatest, right? So I believe that Denji thinks he enjoys his life. But as we said before, Denji didn't have the best upbringing. He had a worse upbringing, a way worse upbringing than the average human. So he doesn't really know what life is like outside of the crazy shit that's happening, right? Even when he wasn't Chainsaw Man, he still lived a pretty crazy life with Pochita, and even even before that, without Pochita, having, you know, a mom who died of a heart disease, and a dad who was obviously into some shady shit with the Yakuza and ended up killing himself. His life has not been one of the country mouse, right? Or it hasn't been very quiet. And ever since the merge with Pochita and like joining public safety and stuff like that, things have been crazy. But would he rather have that, you know, the crazy life where you're fighting devils and shit like that, or would you live the life of the country mouse where things are quiet, you're living a rather normal, not so crazy life, and things are just copacetic, right? You know, of course you have your small inconveniences and maybe big inconveniences too, but for the most part you live a very normal life. But that's something that Denji has not been able to live. For the most part, he has been living that adrenaline fueled, depression fueled life of public safety, Yakuza's lapdog, and heir to dirt and dingy mattresses, right? So he has not had that that country mouse life that this girl, this woman is talking about, right? And this might be what the introduction for her character is that this may be a character that shows Denji a different way of living life outside of, oh, look at all this crazy shit, let's go fight these devils, and now we're risking our lives over here, and Makima wants to suck your dick over here. Like, instead, you know, what if you live a different life from this one, but a very normal life, right? Denji hasn't gone to school, Denji hasn't you know, had a girlfriend, Denji hasn't done normal shit, but is that something Denji wants, right? I think that's why this is posed as a question. Is the normal shit what Denji wants? But you could also ask that about the life that he's living now. Yes, Denji says that he likes the life that he lives right now, but that there's a reason why I say Denji says that he likes the life that he lives. At this moment, the life that he lives right now is not good. He just perceives it as better than the one he lived before. But we've talked about it before where maybe that life wasn't, oh my god, my fucking leg itches. Maybe that life wasn't all that bad, right? Because now he may be lower than the rats that he saw living his when he was living his older life. The problem with this is that, once again, this anime is the dehumanized Denji anime. That is basically what this show is all about. So when you add in a new girl, as much as I want to be like, oh, this is the girl that shows Denji a new life, and it's gonna be so different for him, and all, he's gonna experience new things and different things is gonna be great and all this other shit. She could still be not the best for Denji, right? And the fact that this lady refers to Denji by name, now that might be more of a thing where it's like, oh, it's a flash forward of this lady asking Denji the question, rather than the lady knowing Denji before Denji meeting her, or the lady just having prior knowledge of who Denji is and looking for him. Regardless, it's the fact that it's posed as a question makes me very skeptical about this girl, because she could easily be just as crazy as everybody else, in which we have already established that most of the characters in this show are they have a couple of screws loose, and she could be the same, right? It's simply that you don't have to be the city mouse in order to be crazy. You can be the country mouse too, and that's just a different kind of crazy. So when bringing in this new character, it's pretty well done, just to like be excited, like from a viewer's perspective, pretty well done to be excited for this new character. And I'm sure like manga readers are going crazy and, oh, it's Flip McNally, I love that character, like that. You can have that all and all that, but like for somebody that's just watching it, it's for just like the normal viewer, like it's still exciting because you not only ended off on a new character alert, but you also ended off on a very simple but depending on how you look at it, deep question. So really interested on how where exactly they go from here, and seeing where they go with this new character, who may be a good addition to Denji's life, may not be, who at this point, who fucking knows. It could go either way, and I'm hoping that we have she's actually a good impression on Denji's life, or at least starts off that way, so Denji knows what it's like to have that good impression, right? I don't want to beat a dead horse or rehash things that we've already talked about before too much, but I definitely feel like Denji deserves somebody who simply cares for Denji as Denji, right? And is not just using his name to get his attention, right? Hopefully this new character is more of that than like where Makima is, where she's like more just using Denji's name because it's what gets his attention, it's what perks his ears up, which sucks. Like Makima's hot as fuck, like that's a bad bitch, but god damn it, Denji needs it hurts me to say better because that's a bad bitch, but still he needs something not so toxic in his life. Which is weird for a show like this. You should be more interested in like the fight scenes and stuff like that. But me personally, I like slice of life shit in my shows, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like slice of life in my shows. I know a lot of people are very like action, 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 or the meaning of the world, the meaning of the world and the universe, the meaning of the world, the universe, the meaning of the world, and the universe. What is humanity and stuff like that. And that's rich coming from me, in my channel. But still, I like some. There's a lot that you can get out of. Oh my god, there's a lot that you can get out of slice of life. So give me that in the next season, right? Let me see Denji live life and have him make his decision on what kind of life he wants to live, rather than people continuously pushing Denji into this new, like, yeah, he has his priorities right now, killing Gun Devil, breaking Makima's back, all this other stuff. You know, I get it, but sample some more life out there, bro. You got a little bit of freedom right now. You're living a new life. Sample a little bit of it. See what you want. Unfortunately, he's kind of locked into the public safety though, because if he quits, they kill him. So there's that. But hey man. Hopefully this is the turning of a new leaf for my dog. Probably not. I guess lastly I should say, really like as I said before, you know, a lot of this episode was kind of like a send-off for Himeno, but I really like that both of them kicking the Katana Devil in the nuts, and his screams from being kicked in the nuts was a requiem for Himeno to listen to up in heaven or hell, wherever she went in the afterlife. That was great. That is a one of those things where, like, you know, when I watch JoJo, and something JoJo happens, and like that's just a JoJo thing. This is one of those things. Like, this was just a Chainsaw Man thing, kicking somebody in the dick to the tune of their screams of agony, and let your friend in the afterlife listen to it as a requiem. That is incredible. I love that. I love that about this show, that weird shit like that is just so normal. And as far as I know, as far as people have been telling me in the comments, the creator of this show is a fucking demon. Like, every time somebody tells me something about the creator, I'm just like, bro, who is his dealer, and where can I like get whatever he's smoking? I would love it. But this show has been incredible. I'm sure there's stuff that I definitely missed in this discussion, but hey man, maybe we'll revisit it and talk more about Chainsaw Man. If y'all want that, then we can get to talking. You know your boy can talk. So this show has been incredible. This show has been extremely entertaining. I cannot say this enough, that I was so surprised by how entertaining this show was from the jump. I mean, dear God, they did a fantastic job with this show. I was expecting it to be fun, but I was not expecting it to be this damn fun. It was great. It was great. Love the characters. Love the show. I still don't know how they're gonna outdo themselves with the next season's OP. And I am saying next season because there gotta be a season 2. There just has to be. Don't know how they're gonna outdo themselves with this OP or with the next OP. And the ED was great. Eve makes bangers. I listen to some of his music like on in my spare time, and he makes cookers. So very pleasant surprise to hear him on the finale for the or for Chainsaw Man. But this was great. This was great. Sad to see it go. Hopefully we don't have to wait too long for season 2, but I will leave this discussion off on what I say for every anime I watch. Take your time. I waited almost 10 years for season 2 of Attack on Titan. Take your time. Yeah, I'd rather get season 2 tomorrow. But hey, if you want to master it, if you want to make it as good as this first season was, if you want to make it better than this first season was, take your time. I'm okay with waiting. I can wait. I got patience. It's cool. I can definitely wait. It's gonna hurt some days, but I can definitely wait. So great episode, great season, great show. Really glad we got into this. And now, while we're waiting, we have to get into another. Show. So be looking out on the community tab. I'll most likely be having a poll or just asking the community like, hey, what show should we watch now? So yeah, just be looking out for that. But outside all that, and with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. There it is. You guys stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.